Okay, so here's part 2 of the series restoring my walleye boat. I'm going to start by finishing up the rest of these hatches and getting them put on, and then I'll get back to you after I get this glued down on the edge. Got some more DAP weldwood, but yeah, I'm going to get this on, and after that we're going to do the rest of the hatches. Okay, so we got the glue applied to the edges. Now we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes, just until this is tacky. Right now it's not tacky, it's just really wet. I touched it. So let that dry for 15 minutes. While that's drying, we're going to start putting glue on the other sides of this. So we got one more we're going to put glue on. Then when they're both dry, we're going to both fold them over. So I'll get back to you when they're both dry and ready to fold over. Okay, so if you guys notice, this is now tacky. Like, see it sticks to my finger? And so does this. You can even see the little strands. Anyways, so that's good now to start. We're gonna start picking it up. It's kind of hard to do with one hand to show you guys, so I'm not gonna record too long. But pretty much we're just picking this up. And then once this is up, we're just gonna get it, make sure it's nice and snug, and we're gonna fold it over. Okay, so I'm gonna do that to the rest of the sides, and then that one over there, I'll get back to you when it's done. Okay guys, so basically, right here, this is after the other lid is finished, and so I'm just applying glue to this new piece of carpet for this other lid. Okay, so right here, I am just folding the carpet over the edges and making sure it's trimmed perfectly. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm just doing that to the rest of the lids and then finishing them up. Okay, so got all the glue applied to the edges of these lids. Now we're gonna let it all dry for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna fold all the edges over and see how it all looks. Okay guys, look at that. Got them all nice and finished up. So that is it. We got all the lids done. All of them all carpeted up. One's down there. All nice and with some brand new carpet on them. Ready to get them back in the boat. We're also gonna fix that seat. That's a newer seat we have. I'm gonna put that in the boat too. Make that the captain chair. But yeah, that's all this. The next step in this episode is we're gonna get these installed. Okay, so I'm gonna save you guys' time. Pretty much right here, I just go on and talk for a while, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put these lids in the boat, and you guys will see what that looks like. Okay, so I got all the lids put on. Looking pretty good. It's the front deck. We just gotta do the carpet right there for the deck itself. But looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm in the boat now. This is a new boat cover I got. I got all of these installed. All the locks, got all of them installed. Now I'm just prepping the deck, getting ready to put carpet on the deck itself. So I'm trying to take this off so I can get the carpet around here. I think instead of doing this whole thing as one piece, I think I'm gonna do two pieces. Have one that ends right here, and then have one that starts on each one of these. And do this way. I think it's gonna be a lot easier that way instead of doing one whole piece. And I don't think you'll notice it very much, just the little line. I think it'll still look good that way. Okay, so I got this all laid out. Kind of how it's a little sneak peek of sort of what it'll look like. Not the perfect, but it should look pretty good. Yeah. So now this is all laid out. I don't have an old piece of carpet. Like generally, ideally, you'd have an old piece of carpet and you would stencil it you just cut it the same shape as, you cut your new carpet, same shape as your old carpet. But I don't got a, old piece of carpet. So I'm just gonna go around kind of feeling, and I'm just gonna try to cut it like halfway, maybe at the top of this. Probably start at the top. Probably start cutting at the top of this, and then make little cuts after when I go to install it. And then yeah. Okay, so we've got the carpet all laid out. Pretty good idea of how the boat deck's gonna look. It's not installed yet, but I do got it cut out perfect. I got a little out of hand right here, and I cut that too far. But it's okay, we're just gonna, I guess, take it to a lesson. The rest of you guys, be careful, and if you're not, I guess I'll show you how to try fixing it. Hoping I can just glue it down like this, and then you just kind of, once it's glued down, kind of move the fibers together, and I guess you're not gonna really notice that much. But yeah, let's get this. So I'm gonna glue it kind of down somewhere around here, just so it holds it, and then we're gonna start trimming these edges like perfect, and then we're gonna lift this back up, put glue over this whole thing, and then just glue it down. But yeah, making some good progress. Okay, so let's see here. So I got my carpet put in there. I got it all trimmed perfect. This, it's not like the most perfect clean. You can still see some dirt. If you look close, it's still dirty. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about that. This glue is pretty sticky stuff. I've had dirtier, but got it mostly cleaned. Got this all cleaned. So we're gonna put some glue down, get this all laid in there. And after I get that all laid in there, all I'll have to do is do those little side pieces, and then the deck will be done. And then that'll be the end of this video. And actually, that will not be the end of this video, so don't leave yet and stay tuned to the rest of the video. Okay, got the glue laid out. Now I'm gonna start to apply this. I'm gonna put this carpet on the deck now. And yeah, I'm gonna stick it all down. And then we're gonna get to cutting out some pieces for these sides right here. And then yeah, it's gonna be it for the deck. Alright, so we got that laid in like that. And so now we're gonna start doing this part, doing the back part, but this whole deck part up here, this is all nice and in there. You can walk on it. This is nice and stuck. Got all the corners tucked in nice. Gotta vacuum up some of the mess, but got it all done there. We're just gonna do this back now and get that seat put back on. Get all these put back on, and yeah, this deck's almost done. Okay, so we've got all the glue down. Now we're just kind of coming around, and we're just kind of folding everything in. Kind of getting it all, oh, I'm not showing it. Getting all this folded down. Got some gloves on because this glue is really, if you can't get gloves, see that glue right stuck to my skin? This glue is very hard to come off your skin. So I highly recommend, if you can, get gloves. This stuff does not come off very easy. Right there, actually, you can see a little bit. I cut right there. I cut too far, so I'm just kind of trying to bring these two pieces together as good as possible. Make this look as seamless as possible where I cut it too much. And then, yeah. So I'm just kind of going around, putting all this down. And then, once I get all this done, then yeah, be pretty much done. So I just gotta put a little bit more stuff down. And then, yeah, when I get all this done, I'll get back. Okay, that's what we got so far. Got the deck all together. Just need to do these little side pieces. I'm gonna do these tomorrow. It's getting a little late right now, or maybe something later this weekend. But don't worry, you guys won't have to wait. Next part will be me doing these little side pieces. But yeah, looking great right now. I got the grain a little sideways. If you look close, you can't see in the video, but the grain's going a little, this kind of going this way. Well, this is going this way. So the grain's a little off, but I mean, You're not gonna notice, it looks good. But yeah. Okay, so I'm not putting this carpet in the boat anymore because it just absolutely makes a mess in here, and I just got the carpet nice and clean, I guess, except for that. Anyways, don't worry about that. But I measured this out, and then measure that piece out, and we're gonna cut it on here. I got it measured out. We're gonna cut 2 strips. Lowe's is out of glue, so waiting for my glue. Should get it tomorrow. Should be able to glue in, but for now, we're just gonna cut out a couple strips, and then yeah, get them cut out, make sure they fit, and then yeah, we're gonna do all that. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got the carpet pieces cut out to the length that I want them. Deck definitely is coming together nice. Makes the deck look a lot bigger once you have the carpet on there. So now I gotta go to work, but when I get back, I'm gonna trim these pieces so they're ready to glue in, and then tomorrow we're gonna add some glue and glue them in. Alright, so what I'm gonna do instead of trying to measure it out, it's a little hard with how this is. I'm gonna glue it down in the middle of the carpet and have some extra, like have it extra over here, like hanging off the edge. And then I'm gonna trim it so it's perfect along the edges. I think if I just glue it first, it'd be easier. But what I'm actually gonna do before that, I'm gonna clean this a little bit. It's a little dirty. This isn't that bad. I mean, it'll still stick to it, but I want to get some degreaser and spray it just to see if I can clean it. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing to clean this, I'm just getting some of this engine cleaner and degreaser. I'd probably recommend getting, like, I don't know, acetone or something, but this stuff seems to clean it all right. I don't know, it's not the biggest deal. This glue sticks pretty good at pretty much anything. And this stuff isn't really super dirty. It's mainly just like old glue, and this new stuff will stick to it just fine. So I'm not really worried too much. Just kind of clean it a little bit. This is what I basically had laying around. So you can probably just use whatever degreaser you have laying around, acetone, whatever. I'm just choosing this engine degreaser. And yeah, so I'm gonna get started using this. Okay, so as you guys can see, they're a lot cleaner than they were. Still a little dirty, but we can work at that. That's nothing to worry about. Trim these 2 pieces so they're straight. This one goes in a little bit, but whatever. And then I ended up using a sponge. These paper towels, they don't work very well for this, because at least if your boat's smooth like this, paper towels work awesome. But mine has this weird like texture on it, almost like sandpaper. It's rough, so it just chops up the paper towels, and so you want something a little harder. The sponge still gets like chopped up a little bit, but not nearly as much paper towels, so a lot easier to clean up. And then it's a lot rougher, so it gets into the grains of the grooves a lot better on this. And then after I was done, I just vacuumed it all up. But yeah, that'll be good for this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing down the middles of these. And then after that's dry, I'm gonna start trimming it to here and put it in there and glue it down and finish this up. Okay guys, so just got this all done. Honestly, probably one of the hardest parts for no reason. This little thing. I don't know if any of you guys struggle on this part, but it's not done drying on the sides, so it's coming off. I'm gonna let it dry and push it back on, but yeah, I mean, there's a line here you can notice. Alright guys, so got this part done, and yeah, so it's kind of probably actually one of the hardest parts to do on the deck, honestly, these little side pieces. And you can see the little line, but not that big of a deal. But yeah, so we're gonna get started on this other side. It's getting kind of dark, but yeah, hopefully we can have time to do that side. If not, we'll get started and finish it up tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna start gluing this carpet down, and then yeah, we'll just glue down. Then it's the last thing, and the deck's all done. And then after that, we have to install the hinges on the deck, and then that's it. And then I guess this too, we gotta install for the rod straps. We gotta install the rod strap like buckle thing that holds it. But yeah, Let's start putting the glue on the carpet. Okay, so got that done. It's looking sweet. Both sides of that done. We're gonna clean up the boat, put the lids back in, put everything together, and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, guys, and just like that, the boat carpet is done. Got the whole deck recarpeted, and it looks brand new. So we went from the old no carpet, and now we got this brand new nice carpet in there. Now the next step is getting a troll motor for this and getting an apple motor. We have a few options for apple motors that I've seen that we're gonna get. We're gonna put either a 225 or a 250 Yamaha 0x66 on here. I've seen a couple of 250s I want to put on here. I haven't seen anyone else do it, but I've heard it's rated for 250. So heard that you can put 250s on here. I haven't really heard about them very much though. I just know that they will work. And then after we get a motor on there, we're gonna start looking at trolling motors. Either gonna go with the Minn Kota Ultrex, something like that, a higher end trolling motor. Some of the lower end ones aren't long enough for what we need. But then yeah, and after we get that going, then we're gonna start focusing on the floor in here. The reason I'm not doing that right now because I'm not too worried about doing all that. But we're gonna put some sort of EVA foam on there, either C-Deck or just some cheap Amazon stuff. And then yeah, and then very last, we're gonna wrap this boat. So yeah, maybe leave some suggestions of what wrap you would like to see on this boat. I'm either just gonna go with like a plain black or something like that, or a blue, or you know, I am looking for other options for like some cool design. But yeah, now I'm gonna start installing these hinges on these lids. Start putting some hinges on there, and then yeah, you guys can watch that. Okay, so here's all the stuff for the hinges. I got some new pistons in here for the big main rod locker, and then yeah, luckily the previous owner did me a huge favor, took them all off and labeled where they all go, even what side goes to the boat into the lid. So it'll make it pretty easy. We've got and the back sides of all these have let's see if I can show you here. The back sides of all of these do have little lettering or numbers. So yeah, we're just gonna match it up, and then since the carpet hides the holes, I'm taking this little, I don't know, cheap pick from Harbor Freight, has a point on it, and I'm just poking for the holes pretty much, kind of taking the hinge and just guessing. So it's gonna take a while, but yep, I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, so got one hinge on. Now I just need to do the other one, and then got this kind of put on, and then you attach it to here. Then yeah, I'm gonna get this put on and then keep doing the rest. Get back to you when those are done. Okay, so I got this installed. This piston works perfect. Holds it open. You can even shut it. Works good. Holds it open just fine. And yeah, right now I'm installing one of the hinges on this. I got the hinges put on this big middle one, and I also got the hinges put on this one right here. And then yeah, so when I get the rest of these guys done, I'll show you the deck with them all working and open. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. As you see, I got all the carpet done on the front deck, and I got all the lids installed with the hinges on them on the front and back. You can see back here we got the live wells installed, and this little handle for this, got that, got everything all working. And then over here, same thing. Everything works perfect. This one even has a little piston on it that holds it open. And yeah, these little pieces are here. I'm just gonna leave them for now. If it cleans up like that, it won't look the worst. I might put carp on it later. But yeah, this works. Everything works good. Rod locker holds it open to the piston. Yep, so all these work. So yeah, next video we're gonna be putting a motor on this boat, and then a trolling motor, and then take on the water. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps with the channel, allows me to keep doing this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.